Let's just put it out there. There is no magic shortcut to losing body fat quickly and sustainably. Hey there, I'm Ciara. I am a certified nutritionist and PR practitioner, and my goal is to help simplify the complex world of nutrition so that it feels more accessible and less overwhelming for everyone. Today, I'll be talking about body fat loss. If that's a goal that you have for yourself, I'll be sharing a step-by-step guide to get you on that path on your own without the need for expensive tools or complicated calorie calculators. Now, just to be clear, there is nothing wrong with fat. Having fat in the body is actually important because it protects your organs, stores your energy, and helps produce hormones. So it's perfectly normal to have fat in the belly, in the back, and all over the body. So this goal of fat loss is not to eliminate all fat, but to reduce excess fat for better health. If you're able to reduce excess fat and strengthen your muscle, you can improve your body composition and feel more energetic, move better, and support your overall well-being. I also want to be very clear that I am pertaining to fat loss, not weight loss. The concept of weight loss when it comes to overall health is not really relevant at this point. Because when you step on a scale, all you see is a number, and this number reflects your entire body weight at that moment. Not just your fat, but also your muscle, water weight, what you ate minutes ago, hormonal changes, inflammation, and many more factors. And that's why our weight fluctuates all the time because of all these factors. And that's perfectly normal. And that's why we shouldn't be obsessing over the number on the scale every single day. So if you're like most people, when they say that they want to lose weight, they might actually mean that they want to lose excess fat. And during this fat loss process, we want to make sure that our muscles don't break down. So the ideal goal would be to lose fat and gain muscle. And we want to do this in a way that promotes healthy habits so that it could be sustained for the long term. So again, for this video, we'll scrap out the words weight loss and replace them with body fat loss so that we're more accurate. So the most accurate way to get started on this journey is to check your body fat composition. You can do this through specialized tools like a DEXA scan or other body composition analysis tools. But they can be expensive and not accessible to everyone. Luckily, there are things we can do by ourselves to hack fat loss safely and effectively. The first step is to establish your starting point. All you need here is your phone to take photos of yourself and a measuring tape to measure specific parts of your body like your waistline and your hips. You can also weigh yourself if you want, but again, that's not going to be an accurate way to check your fat loss progress. For a more tangible comparison, photos and measurements are good methods. So again, we won't rely solely on the number on the scale. Step 2 is to estimate your calorie deficit. A calorie deficit happens when you burn more calories than you consume, which will lead to fat loss. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to count your calories every day or even eat less than you did before, because we still need to maintain a healthy balance. What you can do instead is reduce specific portions, mainly the refined carbs. These are the white rice, white bread, white pasta, desserts. Refined carbs are calorie dense and they're easy to overconsume, so it will really help to cut down on these. So for example, if you typically eat 1 cup of rice per meal, you can reduce that to half a cup and replace the other half with something that's more nutrient dense like vegetables. Veggies are packed with fiber and nutrients and are low in calories, so you can eat the same volume of food with lower calorie consumption. This brings me to step 3. Follow this plate method. 1/2 vegetables, 1/4 lean protein, 1/4 whole carbs. Veggies, as mentioned, are low calorie and high fiber, so they will keep you full without eating too much. You can have a fresh salad, stir-fried cabbage, steamed broccoli, roasted squash, whatever you fancy. If it will help, you can list down the veggies that you genuinely enjoy and have them on rotation. Protein will help you build muscle. Go for the lean, less fatty cuts of chicken, tuna, salmon, shrimp, beef, or plant-based proteins like tofu, beans, lentils, or chickpeas. Then choose whole carbs over refined carbs as much as you can. Ideal options are brown rice, whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, or sweet potatoes. Then just add a small amount of healthy fats if they're not already there, as they will help with hormone balance and nutrient absorption. You can drizzle a bit of olive oil on your veggies, sprinkle a few nuts or seeds, or add a small avocado on your plate. I emphasize small amount because the likes of olive oil, nuts, seeds, avocado are calorie dense, so we want to keep the portions small for the sake of fat loss, but they're not empty calories. They are full of nutrients and they will benefit us, just have them in moderation. You don't need to be very strict with these divisions. You can also play around with 1/3 vegetables, 1/3 protein, 1/3 whole carbs, if that's what you prefer for that specific meal. By following this general plate method in your meals, this will naturally keep your calories in check while making sure that you get a balanced intake of nutrients. We're also making sure that we focus on whole food here and less of the highly processed food. Now, what about the dessert and the other foods that bring you joy? This is where the 80-20 rule comes to play. At least 80% of what you eat as a whole should be the healthy food that nourishes you. These are the fiber, protein, whole carbs, healthy fats that I mentioned earlier. But if you have other cravings like chocolate or ice cream, which I totally get, you can honor them after your main meal. That way, you've already eaten the healthy stuff and you can enjoy a small portion of something that gives you joy without overeating it. I want to emphasize that in order to be successful here with having consistently balanced meals, you need to have a healthy relationship with food. This means that you need to look at food as something that nourishes you and makes you happy and thankful, not something that makes you feel deprived or stressed. This is why the 80-20 rule is beneficial, so that you don't feel completely deprived or guilty if you have a sweet treat after your main meal. Our next step is to do away with liquid calories. If you drink a lot of sugary drinks like juices, soda, sweet coffees, the best thing to do is to replace those with water, lemon water, tea, black coffee. These sweet drinks may be delicious and enjoyable, but you might be surprised by how high calorie they are. A frappuccino with whipped cream can pack 300 to 350 calories and 50 grams of sugar, so if you could do without them, you could cut out hundreds of calories a day. Better yet, you can go for drinks that actually support fat loss, like an herbal tea. This can help with digestion and reduce bloating. Step 5. Use snacks as an opportunity to add nutrients to your body. So let's say that you get hungry within that time between lunch and dinner from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Go ahead and get something to eat. But instead of reaching for cookies, chips, or anything else that's highly processed, sugary, or salty, go for something that has more nutrients in them. There are many snacks that are nourishing, tasty, and can contribute to fat loss. Fruits like apples, oranges, and berries are packed with fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants, which help support overall health and reduce inflammation. Greek yogurt has probiotics, which is good for gut health, which can regulate hormones and reduce fat storage. Hard-boiled eggs are rich in protein, which can help control your hunger and preserve your muscles during your fat loss journey. Step 6. Increase your calorie burn. So we've addressed being more mindful about the food we eat, but we also need to address burning more calories. If you want to burn more calories, you'll need to add extra movement every day to your current activity level. If you are sedentary, you can start by going for a 10 to 15 minute walk after meals, whether in the house or outside, to increase your daily calorie burn. Then as time goes by and you stay consistent at it, you can increase your cardio activity more. Maybe start jogging outside or on a treadmill, or even follow an online HIIT workout at home. Then eventually, on top of cardio, you'll want to add strength and resistance training as well, like lifting weights or hitting the kettlebells, to build and maintain muscle definition. Step 7. Reassess your lifestyle. Fat loss is a holistic journey, not just food and exercise-centric. So you'll need to look at the different aspects of your lifestyle and see what improvements you can make. If you are a stressed or anxious person, you will need to manage that, as high stress increases cortisol, which can promote fat storage in the body. Ways to manage this are typically meditating, yoga, journaling, deep breathing, or even just setting aside time to rest or do things that you truly enjoy. You'll also need to make sure that you're getting enough sleep at night, at least 7 to 9 hours. Poor sleep can disrupt hormones, leading to increased hunger and fat storage. And if you drink alcohol, just keep in mind that it is high in calories, it can disrupt your metabolism, and it can lead to visceral fat gain. This is the fat around the organs. So, best to keep it moderate. And of course, hydration is very important, at least 8 to 10 cups per day. This will support digestion, energy levels, and appetite control. And finally, track your progress and adjust as needed. Body fat loss is meant to be a gradual journey, not an instant one. It's not a get slim quick process. It will take around 4 to 8 weeks with consistent effort to start seeing results. So after 4 weeks, you can take photos and measurements again and compare them to when you started to check your progress. Then you can reassess your calorie intake and activity from there moving forward. Over time, you will notice results, not just through the number on the scale, but other signs like how your clothes fit differently, how your muscles are more defined, and how much better you feel. It really does not need to be complicated. By making these small changes and being consistent at least 80 to 90% of the time, you can create a sustainable calorie deficit without obsessing over numbers. Now I'll end with a disclaimer. There are many people who lose weight and body fat in a very short amount of time. Maybe they put themselves on a rigorous diet and exercise program, or maybe they take some magic product. While those can be effective short term, it is very hard to sustain. And just 1 or 2 relapses from that kind of high-pressure lifestyle can lead to a regression and even a potential rebound weight gain. So I believe in simple, healthy methods that can be sustained long-term, which does require hard work, consistency, and patience, but ends up being very rewarding. I hope that this video provided some insight into body fat loss and some actionable steps that you can take if you have that goal for yourself. Just remember that health is not defined by a specific body type. Each body is uniquely wonderful, and the best thing you can do is nourish it and appreciate all it does for you. If you took away any value from this video, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment if you like. Either way, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.